Okay, so how has the trip been?
It's been amazing. Everyone's had a positive attitude the entire trip.
No, we haven't. Why don't we talk about it from the beginning?
Where do we start?
We should start with when we first got on the boat and we couldn't find it. And then, oh no, let's start with I wasn't in the first row at the beach club.
Yes, so we showed up 4 hours late, and Izzy, being the princess she is...
First of all, if I own a
still
concierge
upset.
company, I would have sent somebody earlier to sit at my seats. When you pay someone for concierge service, they concierge your service. I think Maurice is having trouble with his mask. We'll be right back. So after that, we get on the boat, and the captain's like, no, this itinerary just is not going to work. Your whole entire agenda will not be happening. Literally, we didn't do anything that was on the agenda, did we? Mykonos.
I think not one of the islands. Oh, Mykonos.
Mykonos. So basically, we get to Mykonos, we went to Principote, and I had a fucking breakdown at the beach club. At a meltdown. We get there, and they walked us over to the second row, and I paid for first row. Let me give you my reasoning. I need to be in the first row because I want to watch my children, so I can't watch my stuff and my children, so I want to be in the first row, and I pay for the first row. And we're walking up, and the little dickhead waiter is like, I was like, oh, I think we're in the first row, and he's like, everybody wants to be in the first row, you're not going to get it. Well, let me break life down for you. 20 minutes later, we were in the goddamn first row. And then after that, we went to Scorpio's for dinner.
We did.
And?
One of the best dinners I've had.
It was the most non-kid appropriate place in the whole world. I was supposed to be in the first row at S tier. I paid her $1,400 US to make my reservations to make sure I wanted to be in the first row. And when I told the young boy giving me my chairs I wanted to be in the first row, he said, well, everybody wants to be in the first row. Well, sweetie, everybody didn't pay $1,400 US to be in the first row. So I called her and I was like, I'm not sure what the disconnect is here.
What are you doing?
Clearly there's a disconnect. Because this is the third row. Actually, technically fourth. Take a look. It's Mykonos and my drama. But you know what? I'm in the first row, and that little fucker waiter who told me everybody wants to be in the first row, as he walked me over to the third row, can go fuck himself and have fun in the fifth row. No. Oh my god, you put fucking highlights in your hair and obviously you became blonde. You lost your brain. No, it's like the Hamptons. But so you work here for the season, like the Hamptons in the States. So you work for the season and then you go back to Athens.
Yeah, 4 months, 5 months, depends on the...
And then where do you work in Athens in the winter?
I'm a student.
Okay.
Right now, so
okay. Perfect.
Mainly this.
It's like the Hamptons in New York. People come to work for the season, or like Miami backwards. They'll go to Miami, then the Hamptons. No, they go to Miami in the winter and then the Hamptons in the summer.
Oh yeah, that much.
Yeah.
Hampton's nice. I've been to Hampton.
Really? It has a bunch of like really boring rich people. I don't like it.
But the scenery is nice. Though. Yeah.
It's really boring rich people. Honestly, I can't handle these arrogant Europeans. I'm more of like a new money American girl.
You're more of an arrogant American.
Yeah, I'm more of a like very new money arrogant Americans. I can't deal with this these euro. I make $500,000 a year, so I think I'm rich kind of kids. Like that doesn't even pay my credit card bill.
I love a Euro trench too.
Instead of an arrogant new money American. At least we actually have cash. And it's not daddy's money. And then, oh, you're joining us, you're unmasking?
Yeah.
Uncle Maurice is joining us in the flesh. And then what else happened?
And then...
I have any other meltdowns? I did have a few meltdowns because I felt that all the plans got screwed up and I kept trying to change them and everybody was asking me all of these questions and I didn't have answers to any of the questions.
I had to take over.
I had to pass the baton. You didn't take over willingly either. I literally was like...
Everyone's confused why I'm the one taking all the directions.
And every time anybody asked me, how did it feel? Was it exhausting? Is it exhausting? He's still doing the job.
Nothing's exhausting for a gay.
So you're okay with this job of being cruise director and everybody asking you questions all the time?
Yes, I just have answers. People have questions and I have answers.
Well, it was exhausting for me and apparently the gays just do it.
Well, I don't do kids, I don't change diapers, I don't do any of that. So I only took over a part of it.
Oh, well, he did take over the food and he was fired from that on the same day because he messed up the lunch and the dinner.
I didn't mess it up.
You think the chef did? I'm afraid to tell the chefs that I'm hungry.
I'd be more afraid to
Oh my god, Ludmila is the like, what does she do? She's like the house queen. She's the
we need her in real life.
she's like the boat queen. Like boat mom, like house mom in a strip club, she's boat mom. And she keeps everybody in check, like literally.
I love her.
I would be eating and she's like, really? Do we really need to eat that? It's a beach day. Or she would just serve me cottage cheese and be like, this is what you're having for breakfast.
She said, I asked for sugar in my coffee, and she said, what? You have no sugar in your coffee every day, and all of a sudden you want sugar.
And the kids would be eating pasta like 3 days in a row and she's like, no, these kids need vegetables. And I'm like, oh, they don't want to eat that today. And she'd be like, but they're going to. And they did. Everybody needs...
Simon's been asking for cauliflower.
I know.
Max has.
Everybody needs Ludmila in their life to keep their shit on track. My shit would never fall off track.
All of that.
I'd be, yeah. Can we bring them home with us? The captain and I have a very love-hate relationship. He loves me because I'm Latina, and I hate him because he doesn't talk to me. He's like an older Greek man, like old school, that like smokes cigarettes and has like wrinkly brown skin, and like this is it. Like he's like, I know this is your plan, but that's not what we're doing. This is my boat, and we're going here. And like we're like, no, can we try this other island? It's next door. And he's like, no. Right?
Yeah.
So, and he won't speak to me because I'm a woman. So he'll literally go to Maurice for everything, be telling him the plan. And Maurice is like, speak to her. She's the boss. And he'd be like, yeah. Anyways, so we have a love-hate. But he really likes me because I'm Latina.
Yeah.
But that's it. We have a little pimple there.
Oh no.
Do gays get pimples?
No.
I thought you were like
You
immune.
should get your eyes checked.
Oh, and I want to point out how skinny Uncle Maurice is right now.
Thank you. But you didn't need to point it out. They can see.
And then there was the Chef Stalios. I swear his refrigerator was like Mary Poppins fucking...
Oh my gosh.
It was literally
You
like...
could ask for anything.
Anything.
They have it.
I told him he probably has a few of my ex-husband's heads in there. Literally, you could ask for like, can I have cottage cheese from the south of France? And he'd be like, yes. Or, another thing was, if you went to like open the door of his fridge, even if it were 2 a.m. and he were dead asleep, you'd be like crack, and all of a sudden his face would like pop up. Hello? What do you need in my fridge?
Everything from lobster.
To everything, except he didn't, he did even fillets. He had lots of fillets.
Just for the record, we did not run out of fillets.
We did not run out of fillets. However, I forbid everybody from eating them because I felt that there were too many fillets going out. This is the magical fridge that we told you about. We're not allowed to open it because he'll cut your hand off. Any other breakdowns? Meltdowns? I think the Angie meltdown was a big one. It was like a 3-day meltdown. Because every time we were supposed to do something, we came to the captain. He was like, no, you're not doing that. No, you're not doing that. No, that's not happening. And finally I got so excited to go to Scorpio's that night. And like, I roll up and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's a full-on nightclub. And then I text her and she's like, no, it's not a nightclub. I take my kids there all the time.
She's kids.
Yeah. She takes her kids there. And Uncle Maurice's dog gets kidnapped.
My poor dog.
Basically, Pablo went to the bathroom on the dog watcher's rug, and they called him and they were like, look, you have to buy us a new rug or you can't get your dog.
No, they wanted a new rug, a new
Coffee table.
2 rugs and a coffee table.
And they said you're not going to be able to pick up your dog until you pay us the money for these things. Mind you, I saw the rug and immediately it was like, wait a second, I used to have that rug. It's from Amazon. And it was like a $120 rug.
And it's a machine washable rug. We found it.
Yes, immediately I found
And she
it.
wanted a coffee table. How does a dog peeing on a coffee table mean you need a whole new coffee table?
A bamboo coffee table, not even like a fabric one. And as if the drama was ending, Pablo, our baby Pablo, is being held hostage in New York. I wanted to make sure that you and I are on the same page regarding the total of our payment. For instance, the extra night and the carpet cleaning fees. There's also a small bamboo coffee table that Pablo peed on. We're still going to get rid of because it stinks. However, we are asking to compensate for 2 carpets only. Pablo would stay with us no longer. I paid $60 for those carpets that they had. Look, I literally had that carpet in my living room and it was $60 on Amazon.
The thing was, if they were nice, I would have even just like tipped them extra or like.
Well, why do they need new rugs? I had this rug on Amazon. I'm gonna send it to you. Remember, Phoebe? I used to have this rug in my living room.
Oh yeah.
It's from a rug from Amazon. I had it in my living room. Remember? Yeah, I'll send it to you right now. No, but seriously, Maurice, what's going on with our
I
animal?
knew the second I walked into their house and it was so clean. I was like, these are not dog people.
But why
But I
would,
didn't have any other options. They already plugged it in.
why would they have agreed to watch the dog?
I don't know. Maybe they just needed the money.
You said they have a yard.
Me too. That's what I
Someone-
also don't understand.
I have a private yard. I don't need the money. I don't need to watch someone's dog.
Why wouldn't you just leave them in the yard? It's not like it's raining in New York.
So weird. Do you think they're trying to kidnap Pablo?
He's so cute. I would do it.
What's going on with the dog, Uncle Maurice?
Look, it doesn't hurt my eyes.
So that we were able to speak with your sitter. They are actually supposed to text us to confirm once they've been able to take Pablo to the boarding facility. If you don't mind, I can place you on a brief hold and reach out to your assigned agent, Casey, just to see if there's been any other updates since we last spoke to them. Is that okay?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Needless to say, Pablo was rescued 5 hours later and brought to a kennel.
No, he's good.
What did mommy say?
On her phone, she went, okay, like, I spent $1 billion and you're giving me $999 billion worth. And like, you're not taking me here and there and where I wanna be.
What did Phoebe say?
She was like, ooh, yeah, you paid them a bunch of money, and then they didn't take you where you want. You're super light, yes, queen, girly girl, slave a day. Like, yes, she totally didn't deserve that. Like, yes, girl, yes, but like, what the hell? But like, yes, girl, slay all day. Slay the day.
So after all of the things that happened in Mykonos and the beach club and her sending me and my children to Scorpios, it is now like 12:30 and the captain comes out and he's like, hey, I need everybody on the boat by 1. We have to leave by 5 as soon as the sun comes up. The weather's shifting and I need to get this boat out of here because we're going to be stuck. And so it's like 12:30 and I text Phoebe, who decided to go out after Scorpio's dinner, and I'm like, look, you have 30 minutes to get back to the boat. I'm not kidding. The guy needs to, he's gonna be waiting for you with the tender at the dock. Be there at 1 a.m. He will pick you up. So it's like 1:30 and my phone rings. And there's no Phoebe.
Well, POV, I went out with a man in Mykonos, and the
That
clock
she met on the
strikes,
plane.
The clock strikes 12:30, and I'm like, I have to go now. And he was like, oh, 5 more minutes. I was like, no. You don't know my aunt. You don't know my aunt. I will be left right here in Mykonos if I'm not
With a
there at
one-way
1.
ticket home. Literally.
If I'm not there at 1.
With
So
a text message that says, you will be leaving Mykonos at 10 a.m. for New York City.
So I made this man call me an Uber back to the dock. I was there at 1 on the dot. Like Cinderella and her glass slipper.
So it's 1:30 and she's not coming home and nobody's answering my messages. So I go upstairs.
I'm spiraling. It's pitch black. Nobody's around. I'm by myself on the dock. I didn't want to wake up Izzy, but I called her and I was like, it's like 1:45 and no one's here to get me yet.
So I go upstairs to the deck and I tell the captain, hey, did he go get my niece? And the captain's like, he's lost. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, he's too far out and I don't know where he is. I lost him on the radio. I don't have him on my radar. I don't know what happened to the tender. He's missing. He's literally missing at sea.
Izzy's like, I really don't care, but my niece is
Stuck. I'm like, I'd find someone else. And then she calls me back and she's like, just so you know, I have 0.25% left on my phone. So I'm like, oh my God.
My phone is dead at this point, and I'm like, this is it. I'm stuck in Mykonos for life.
I know, you're going to swim.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, there are worse places to get stuck, but I saw the boat very far in the sea, but I saw it from a distance, and I was like, I guess I'm going to just have to swim. I take my shoes off. I'm like, I might need a new phone. I'll have to take that up.
And your little angel comes in on the tender.
And all of a sudden,
They found him. They found him on the radio. Apparently he was like, he went to the Scorpio's dock where he had dropped her off. Not the dock where she initially came in, which is where she was. So it took him 20 minutes to get her. All of a sudden she comes
my
in.
knight in shining armor comes to
Well,
get
he wasn't your knight in shining armor. He was the other one.
Yeah.
Her knight in shining armor was Gino. Hi, Gino.
And you know he's watching.
So then she gets on the boat, and we left at 5 in the morning to head to
No, wait. You forgot about the part where I came in your room.
Oh, so she comes in my room, and I'm livid right now because she shouldn't have went out in the first place with a man she doesn't know in Mykonos, which I hated anyway. She crawls into my room because her luggage was in my room, and she gets her little pajamas, and I can hear her. And of course, my phone light, spotlight. I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm getting my pajamas." So I shut the light, and then all of a sudden I see her little tush that's about this narrow in little blue underwear and a pajama shirt walking out the door. Again, my light. Where the fuck are you going in your undies with no pants? She's like, "I can't find my pants."
I was
Drunk.
so scared. I
Drunk.
was trying.
She's like, "I
to
can't
get
find them."
out
I
of
said,
there.
"You are on a boat with 9 people. Get back in here and put your fucking pants on." Sure enough, she grabs the first pair of pants, and then you see her little tush run out. Her ass is literally like this big, and these little girl undies.
I was trying to get in and out of Izzy's room as fast as possible.
4 a.m. the boat takes off, and luckily we took off because the captain, who we don't like but I like, but I don't like but I like, ends up being right because our friends who also had a boat there got stuck there for 3 days, and they couldn't even get a flight out because there were no planes.
Yeah.
So we love you, Captain. So at this point, I've had quite a lot of contrave and mixed with alcohol, and Uncle Maurice had to start tempering my diet pill intake to alcohol, and I was forbidden to take any more diet pills because I was getting a little meltdown-ish.
Just that was only the beginning. But anywho, we go on a hike.
We go on a hike. We're like, okay, we're not going to take any diet drugs. We're actually going to go on a healthy hike.
This is so wholesome of us.
Well, I feel like every time we're on vacation, every time we're on vacation, by the time we get to day like 6, it's like, all right,
We gotta work out.
we got, it's too much. Well, by the time I lose my voice, we all know. It's time to get
She's
to
crossing over.
Yep. Praying, God, that isn't even mine at this point. Can you please turn the wine back into water and send some little spirits my way? The Holy Ghost, margarita.
Is he?
Oh, look, there's the sun. Chora. All right. Espírito Santos, let's go.
Spirit who?
There's nothing private about this. This is not first row. I'm in the third row of a non-private taxi in a city bus with a bunch of people I've never met. The music is very loud. Don't have my earplugs. I thought he called a taxi. We called a fucking city bus. What? I thought he called a taxi.
He must have heard her because he lowered the music.
And what row am I in? What row is this? What row do I only go in? The front row only. See how this shit. Oh my donkey. I was literally a donkey. She could have dropped me. I would have. The donkey take me. I survived the hike. I survived the hike.
You did.
That was 671 elevation and 600 calories.
You were trying to take breaks and I wasn't having it.
Listen to me. I found Jesus on that mountain.
Did he make your wine into water?
No. I didn't even find water. I ended up drinking coffee. We had Fredos. The next was your birthday.
Oh, that was the best birthday ever.
Was it? Do I throw a
actually
good birthday
was.
party? Was
You
this
do.
birthday better than last year?
Oh, this
Last
birthday
year you
was
had a
much better than
meltdown.
last year.
Remember your meltdown last year? And they got there and I had been drunk for a few days. And Phoebe was ready to hang out and party. And I was ready to vomit on myself. And so they get there and we do Shabbat. Wow, everybody's so fucking quiet.
You're telling your story.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
letting you
and it was wonderful, and I gave it my all. I got a beautiful cake, I made a beautiful dinner, and then they wanted to go out that night, and I beautifully got drunk and passed out.
Is that what happened?
Listen, I was pretty mad because she said she was coming out. It's one thing if you're not going to go out and you say you're not going out, but don't have it waiting for you. And it was my birthday.
But I got a cake. It was a custom
Yeah, that
cake.
part of it was great.
She didn't even say she wasn't going. She just dipped.
She said, I'm on my
You're
way.
like, okay, you guys get ready, and then we'll head out.
And then she said, I'm walking over.
Yeah, then she said she were walking
and
over.
never walked over or said
I
she
actually
wasn't
was
coming.
walking over, then I turned around and went home because I was so fucking drunk.
Your birthday party was fun.
It was so fun.
It was kind of an epic birthday party.
I literally was in shock. Like, I didn't expect. We were already on a private yacht in Greece. Like, I wasn't expecting.
Well, honey, nobody
The
really expects the next
decorations.
things that I'm good. Nobody knows my next move. Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad? Is it
Sure.
What are you trying to say?
Anywho, I walked back into the boat after our hike. A different hike. Izzy wasn't there. And Izzy had decorated the whole boat for
Actually,
me.
technically, Gino and Ludmila
And
and
he loves me.
had decorated the whole boat,
He loves me. He decorated the boat for me.
didn't he? And then we invited the crew. I wouldn't say staff. Staff's kind of
yeah.
rude. The crew to come out with us for drinks, and we had so much fun. They're actually our besties
so
now.
fun.
We're all Instagram buddies.
It was literally like an episode of Below Deck.
Yes.
Better.
Yeah, we're actually hoping to be with them again next year. You're gonna have to follow, subscribe, and stay tuned. After this, I left you guys. I can't. I'm gonna go. We're gonna go on in a minute. But yeah, and I had some drama.
Yeah, you needed to be alone.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
Tell me what you mean.
Oh, when Izzy crosses over, it's like you can't. There's nothing you can do to fix it.
But you know what? First of all, I was with people for like 12 days, and you know I'm a person who needs to be alone.
No, I get why. I saw the crossover coming, but I didn't need to be there for it.
Well, it actually got even worse after you left. So.
Oh, did it?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Phoebe. Happy birthday to you. Make it wish, make it wish. Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next week.